So moving on from that, I guess I saw you got some flack on like TikTok the other day for like calling, what was it, Chihaya Furu, like a niche anime.
Yeah, sure. Which do you disagree?
I don't disagree.
I agree.
I was asked. No,
Wait.
Sorry, I agree that it is a niche anime.
Yeah.
So I was wondering why you were getting
Yeah.
flack for it.
That Chihaya Furu is a niche anime.
Have you heard of it, Connor?
The one with the
Karuta
yeah,
one.
the matching the card.
Yeah, the matching the cards thing.
I'd say it's on borderline. Like I know what it is, but I mean, like I don't know many people.
Well, because like Karuta is like a subculture where if you're really not into
I'd
like
say it's niche.
Japanese subculture, then it's hard to grasp.
I'd say it's niche.
Yeah, it's pretty
So
niche.
the reason, well, it was just a very simple video where they were like, "How do you prove that you're the real ProZD?" And I was like, "Well, I have a custom-made figure from the niche anime Chihaya Furu," which I specifically, when I was making it, I was like, at first I was gonna say, should I say obscure? I was like, no, if I say obscure, people are gonna be like, and I was like, okay, I'll say niche because niche is different than obscure.
Yeah.
Niche just means like, oh, it's more geared towards like a specific subset.
Yeah.
Niche can have a little more of a positive connotation.
Obscure means not well known, like
Yeah,
hidden,
yeah.
you know, like not well known.
Yeah.
Niche is like, oh, it's more like this audience than
It's
you know.
niche.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely niche.
It's niche.
Yeah.
Whether it's obscure, I mean, I might even call it obscure nowadays because you look at like how popular anime is nowadays, and like 90% of anime fans, I think, do not know Chihaya
I would say it's
Furu.
obscure for Western audiences.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
you know, in
definitely,
Japan it does
definitely.
really well.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
like, yeah, you ask your average anime fan,
Yeah.
which is again which I'm
Which you're basing
judging
it
it.
off, right?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly. If
Yeah.
I ask like anime Twitter,
Yeah.
you know what Chihaya Furu is. At
Yeah.
least you've heard of it, right? But if I ask like you know, I in a future later TikTok, I was like, yeah, I've been to guests at cons, and I'll do a Q&A. It's filled like hundreds of people. I'll be like,
Yeah.
anyone here watch Chihaya Furu? One guy.
Yeah,
exactly,
yeah.
right, exactly.
Or anyone know what it is? Like 5 people, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people who are like, especially like anime fans or like have been anime fans for a very, very long time, they forget how widespread it's become now, and how some popular animes back in the day are just like not well known now at all. Like it's weird to think that even like, you know, something like Gurren Lagann is how many years old now? And
About like 15 years
it's
old.
like it's like 15 years old, and that's like I would even say to like the modern anime fan, like that seems like a niche anime now to like a lot of new anime fans.
I remember, you just reminded me, there was this moment where I was like going on about like a bunch of shows on my Twitch.
Yeah.
And then I started a poll. Oh, we were talking about Haruhi.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I started a poll saying, because I saw a couple of people being like, I've never heard of it. And so I was like, okay. Mods, start a poll. Who has seen Haruhi?
Yeah.
And it was legit 50-50.
Wow.
God.
And I'm like, and it just like put into perspective, like, oh yeah, like there's been a lot of shows since Haruhi.
yeah.
Even though like for, you know, our generation, Haruhi was like inescapable. Back
It was
then.
like the
It was
high
the
school
show. Yeah.
I didn't really like Haruhi that much.
Did you watch
Yeah.
all of it?
You're gonna be like, yeah, of course. I stopped watching during the fucking Endless 8.
Oh,
Of course.
But it was so boring.
That's the point.
Why the fuck would I want to watch it if it's boring?
It's art. It's art. I will say
Yo,
the-
Disappearance makes it worth it.
the
Disappearance
disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya is a fucking amazing end.
So I told these boys this story before, but I actually watched The Disappearance before I watched anything else. I was very confused and bored. Yeah, and you want to know how it happened?
How?
This was back when I just became an anime fan, right? So naturally, where am I going to go to find recommendations for shows?
Yeah.
My anime list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was one of the highest?
Really
rated-
highly rated.
What was one of the
Disappearance, yeah.
highest, like top 5 rated things? The Disappearance of Haruhi Suzumiya.
Yeah.
I didn't know about any other shows, so I just watched it, and I was like, "Damn, this sucks ass. Why is everyone saying this is good?"
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna absolutely kill you.
So this is. I watched it when I was like, 17.
Did you also watch Haruhi in chronological order or some shit?
I watched it in the.
Broadcast order?
I watched it in the actual order of the episodes, not
Yeah, the broadcast order. Right?
broadcast
Yeah,
order,
okay. Yeah, you saved yourself there.
Yeah.
At least.
So, but this was like years after I watched The Disappearance.
Yeah.
Did you watch Disappearance again afterwards?
I have not. I should probably do that, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
Yeah.
you need to finish Endless Aid first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta. I mean,
I will say the best thing about it was probably just like watching it like dubbed. Crispin Freeman was really good.
Yeah.
even though you had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, but he was so good. I mean, he's good in everything, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's just one of those voice actors where it's just like a pleasure to like just
Yeah,
to hear
yeah,
him, just to hear him act.
But yeah, I mean, that was okay. That was okay. I even the first season, I was like, it's fine.
Yeah.
Did you watch Avengers Endgame without watching anything else?
That's actually a good That's actually a good comparison.
I watched some of the other things. You know.
Okay. Oh, some of them. Good.
I didn't watch Captain Marvel. You know.
Yeah.
Sorry, are you annoyed? Are you
I don't want to look at you right now.
No, you start One Piece in Alabasta, right? That's how you watch One Piece, right? You know.
peddling it back. What was the backlash significant? Because you called the show
No,
name.
it wasn't. It wasn't significant.
It was like anime fan backlash.
I was
you
just
know.
like also teasing, but like it was definitely. I'm sure you guys also do this too. Like when I
Yeah.
make a tweet, sometimes or I'm like writing something. I'm like, okay, I'm like thinking of like how people will be like, well, actually, okay, so change this word to this.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they want
yeah.
to like I have to like explain the joke or whatever, or make it
Yeah.
like clear. I don't mean this, not this. Like
To be
like,
honest, though, it's just
preemptively.
not worth it because, like, top 10 easiest things to do in the world. Number 1 is breathe, and number 2 is piss off anime fans.
Sure.
Like, it's just, like, not worth it.
I feel like there are like different levels, right? Because if you're talking about
Most
most,
him off in like 10 seconds.
exactly, like you talk about most anime, I feel like there's some leeway. But if you have an opinion on any shonen anime, then you are literally like going to a battlefield. You know, you are literally stepping on minefields at that point. And
Yeah.
I feel like you say anything and you'll get like some kind of backlash.
Sure.
It's also just really funny, though.
It
At the same time.
is.
But you don't watch many recent shows, right? You love the classics.
It's not that I avoid recent shows, but it's more like I have less time to watch stuff now. So for me, it's more I
You have
want
to pick and choose, right?
I pick
Yeah.
and choose.
Yeah.
So and oh man, I mean, I'm at the perfect spot. I do want to talk some anime. So
Great.
like,
Go on.
yeah, I haven't seen like Demon Slayer or Jujutsu Kaisen yet.
Yeah.
and it's not like I'm not going to watch these things.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
more like I don't know. I'm watching Maria Watches Over Us. Do you know that one?
No, wait.
That is the Yuri Catholic high school girl anime. It's very good. No, it's like
Maria
it's not.
watches over us. That sounds familiar.
What's
Yeah,
the?
what's the-
It's
what's
Mari Mite or something might be what the fans call it or something. It is a 4-season show about high school Catholic girls and yes.
Oh, this is in 2004. Holy shit!
Yeah, I just watched the 4th season of that. Like
Now
a
this
week or
is
two.
obscure.
That's
this is
obscure.
obscure.
This is like when I first met you. You're
Yeah.
speaking about, oh, you like anime? I was like, yeah, I like anime. He started naming shows, and I was like, oh fuck. I was like, I'm not like this kind of anime.
Yeah.
fan.
Yeah.
Like, I know.
I'm
I'd
not
say,
a loser.
I'm like a medium level of knowledge.
Yeah.
Whereas
Right,
like you're getting
Yeah.
deep with
I
that.
don't,
No.
even, I don't even think I've seen that.
No, this is like before I started watching things seasonally. So it's
Yeah.
how did you find this anime?
So it's funny you mentioned my anime list. I don't use my anime list. Since I first started my weeb journey, I've used Anime News Network's top anime.
Oh, okay.
okay.
I didn't even realize they had a top anime list.
Nobody does. Everyone uses my anime list.
Yeah.
But Anime News Network, if you go to their there's a top 100, and you can. Oh boy, I'm such a loser. You can sort it by Bayesian like estimate and like rank, and it ranks it the top 500.
Right, right,
and
right.
like it does up like that's Haifan Chiafuru.
Right.
I go to that list for like what's on here. If something pierces the top 100,
Right.
I know it's worth watching. So like Odd Taxi pierced it,
Right.
Yeah.
or and I watched that, and
Yeah.
Ranking of Kings pierced it.
Yeah.
so I watched
Fucking
that.
amazing, yeah.
Like when I watch new stuff, I'm like, okay, if it hit the top 100 on that website,
Yeah.
then I'm like something special
Real
about
shit.
this.
Yeah, because like I feel like with a lot of the new shit that's popular right now, like things like Demon Slayer and Jujutsu Kaisen, they're good. You know, they're good
And
shows.
they do well on that site,
Yeah.
like because they're good. I mean, I haven't
Yeah.
seen them, but from what I understand, they're like good quality
they're good.
shows.
They're amazing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
But
Jujutsu
like,
Kaisen.
I feel like if you've watched any shonen before, it's kind of the same thing. It's the
Right.
same formula. It's just
I
good.
want it again.
Yeah. No, like
I want it again.
Like fucking Shonen Jump have just got this thing on lockdown. You
They've
know?
got the formula.
They've just got the formula down
Yeah.
because anytime they release a show, it's always good. You can't like. You know, you kind of know what to expect. There are like differences in every show, but you get the same feeling every time. You know,
exactly.
and so like you don't need to be in a rush to watch like Jujutsu Kaisen, except if you just want to talk to people about it nowadays. You just want to be in the in.
Yeah.
But like with a lot of like more obscure shows, you know,
Is that the hot button word?
I guess so. I guess it is now.
Let's do it.
That show is very obscure. Too.
That is an obscure show.
Yeah, my
yeah.
only problem with my anime list top 100, because I have looked at it, is that I feel like new shows get favored really quickly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like to be on anime news networks, like to get up there, it has to be like really good.
Yeah.
Where sometimes I'll see stuff on there and I'm like, I'm sure it's good, but I think this is just on here because it's new.
yeah.
My anime list also has this like weird like. It also gets weirdly political as well because it's like there's this like I've noticed there's this hardcore dedicated group of people on my anime list who are like, if Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is not #1, we riot.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just this dedicated group that just does everything that they can to try and keep certain shows in certain places,
Yeah.
no matter what.
See, not enough people care about anime news networks ratings, so it's actually like pretty accurate.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
I
yeah.
remember that happened when Your Name came out.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was getting really close to being #1.
Yeah.
And then there was this whole like coup d'etat happening of like, no, we must keep Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood at #1.
Yeah.
And then they succeeded.
Yeah. Meanwhile, like the Gintama fans would be like, "We want every season of Gintama in the top 10
Here's the
at
thing.
all times."
Here's the thing, though. Like, I've only seen a little bit of Gintama. I do intend to watch all of it at some point.
Yeah.
But
It's amazing.
Gintama, all those seasons and movies, those Pierce Anime News Network. So I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
this has got to be.
They're all
like-
great.
Yeah.
I
exactly.
do need to watch
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So this tells a lot about the type of person I am. My goal at one point is to have watched everything in the top 100 on Anime News Network.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
that's why I watched Maria Watches Over season 4. That's
Right.
why I finished. Have you seen? I mean, I'm sure you have. Clanad After Story.
Of
course.
Of course.
Yeah, I hadn't. I didn't. I watched Clan. Is it Clanad?
Clanad.
What?
Clanad?
Clanad.
Yeah.
I watched it like when it came out, and I never finished it.
Right.
Yeah.
So
The
like,
first season, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
because it wasn't that good. And then the like 2 weeks ago, I was like, all right, I'm gonna finally watch it, and yeah, I was surprised. It was surprisingly good. The
After Story is very sad.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
Very sad.
that last quarter without
Yeah.
spoiling anything. I was like, this is great.
I think it's fair game to spoil Planet After Story.
I
at
haven't
this
seen
point.
After Story.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It turns into a different show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
completely
great.
different. It's the build up of the first season that makes the second season so heavy.
It was the first season that killed it for me.
right.
Me too.
Yeah,
It
I was
is,
like-
it is with a lot of people,
Yeah.
to be fair.
I saw how highly rated After Story was, and I thought I'll watch it for
Yeah.
After Story.
Yeah.
I would never normally watch Clannad nowadays.
Yeah.
I'm too.
Yeah.
I'm too like
Season,
quick to
yeah,
turn off.
Planet Season 1 is pretty tough to watch nowadays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The characters are like the worst archetypes of every kind of anime person ever.
Except Kyo.
Yes, I love Cure.
Yeah, Kyo's the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Man of taste.
Yeah,
Man of
I love
taste.
Kyo.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree with you with the My Anime List thing though. With like, there's a lot of recency bias on there where if there's like a new popular show,
Or like Spy X Family getting like
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh my! It's a 10 out of 10. There's only 3 episodes out, but it's the
Yeah.
best anime ever made.
But like,
Twice quick.
Sometimes I look at the top 100 on Mal and I'm just like, am I the old one? is the show that good, or am I just like the tired
just-
critic?
Okay, well,
Because you
what's
have-
one you feel that way about? Where you're like,
He hasn't watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
really?
I haven't.
Have
Only
you read the manga?
I
Oh, he's just making an excuse.
okay. Everyone has
making
that one
excuses.
show. Everyone has that one fucking
Have you?
show.
Don't tell me you've only seen the 2003 anime.
I haven't watched any because
Any of it,
like
okay, thank
because like the reason is that like I remember like when I started getting into anime. You know, you watch banger after banger after banger. You're like, anime's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then you watch a bit more, and you're like, fuck, am I gonna run out of good anime? So like,
So you're saving it for a rainy day.
yeah. So mentally, I was just like, I'm gonna save Full Metal Alchemist because I know I'm gonna like it.
such
I'm gonna
bullshit.
save it for
This
a
is
rainy
bullshit,
day.
yeah.
Yeah. And then
complete
like it's just
bullshit.
been years later, and I just haven't.
I know what you mean though, because I'm like that with Hunter x Hunter. Because
Well,
like,
Alchemist is better
because it's
than
like I know so much about the show just through osmosis that like when I talk about certain parts of the show, people just think that I've seen the show, but I haven't actually sat
Yeah.
down and read it or watched it.
Okay.
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Okay,
I get what you mean.
Yeah, so like an example, I'm looking at the list now, and like the new season of Demon Slayer is the 23rd best anime of all time. I'm just like, did the new Demon Slayer slap? Yes.
Yes,
Is it
but
the
23rd of all time.
Is it the 23rd of all time?
That's because people watched the last 3 episodes. The animation was insane, and they were
Yeah.
hyped as fuck.
So like to compare
went
again,
to-
this is going to be not interesting.
Gave it a
Well,
10.
actually, will this be interesting to your
I,
audience?
I think it's
This will be interesting.
Do you
for the
still have
anime
weebs
fans.
listening to this?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we
We'll stand up.
We like to pretend every now and again that we still watch
So
anime.
We're an
that's
anime
Demon Slayer
podcast.
3, you said? You said that was 23rd?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So to compare on Anime News Network, that is at, let me pull it up. So to compare on Anime News Network, that's at like 209. But that's really good out of
Yeah.
the thousands of shows that have, you know.
Yeah.
I fucking love these green bars. It makes my, I don't know why, it makes my fucking brain go.
Yeah, you know, it's great, right?
And
Yeah.
they always had these like really pleasing data bars.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
so they do like arithmetic mean, weighted mean, Bayesian estimate.
Yeah.
Bayesian estimate is what I go by.
All right, I got to look at this list because like going down again.
Yeah,
like
if you go to my Anime News Network right or
Yeah.
Anime News Network right now, go to go to what is it? God, so interesting.
I'm looking down. I'm like 86 Part 2 is the 46th best anime of all time. No.
So
I like 86 as well. I like 86, but
no, I'm in it, but I haven't seen it.
That's a flex.
I don't need to see it.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's all army stuff, right? I don't know.
Yeah.
My guy was always like, "You got to go in." I don't remember some kind of military operations. I don't know. So go to Encyclopedia, click top 10.
All right.
and then you can click the top 50, and you can go to like top 100. And
Anime-
there's 100, top 100, top 250, 250, top 500. So right now, Brotherhood is number 1 on there, but I think
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
just it's crazy.
Wow, that's just like crazy.
I do think Brotherhood deserves.
I mean,
number
it's
one.
great. It is
It's a
great.
great package. It's got everything.
Manga's better, but it's great.
Yeah.
It's got
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
It does everything amazingly in the show.
Yeah, it's a great show.
And
so far.
it's you know it chose it was like we're gonna be 64 episodes. We're gonna do it perfectly.
So let's compare. Someone pull up my anime list top 10,
you got it.
Oh, okay, I had it. Yeah. So
and I'll compare the top 10 on Anime News Network.
So
number
both number ones are Full Metal Alchemist.
Full Metal Alchemist.
number 2 on here is Steins Gate.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It was that on my anime list for a while. I remember.
Number 2 on here is Gintama.
that new weeb
One
show.
of those.
Let's go.
Okay.
Number 3 is Steins Gate, actually.
Number 3 on here is Clannad After Story.
Oh, okay.
Number
Clannad.
4 is Your Name.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 4 on this one is Attack on Titan Season 3 Part 2.
Okay. Number 5 on here is Rurouni Kenshin Trust and Betrayal. That's the Samurai X OE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it. Number 5, number 8, number 9 are all Gintama.
Jesus. Okay. Number
Joey,
6,
what are you
As a
doing?
Gintama fan. Yeah, boy.
number 6 on here is Code Geass Season 2, which sucked ass, but that's fine.
Yeah, the ending.
The ending.
Yeah,
though,
the
the
ending,
ending. I still
That whole
think,
show sucks.
I still think.
Oh my god.
I think
show
Code
sucks.
Geass has like the best ending in all of anime. I
agree.
can't think of a better. I can't think of a better ending.
Full Metal
agree.
Alchemist Brother. It's a pretty good ending. It's a pretty good ending.
It's true.
It's
That's
a pretty
true.
damn good ending.
That's true. That's true.
I think what you said could be true if that's the only anime you've ever seen. But
can't believe I'm getting called out like that.
7 is Spirited Away, then Cowboy Bebop. Number 9 is Mushishi Season 2.
Yeah.
Which is
Which
very
I
good.
love
Which is
Mushishi.
very good.
Mushishi's like top 10
See,
for
like
me.
from this one, it's like number 7 is like the new Kaguya-sama, which I don't think has even ended.
It's not
yet.
finished yet. Yeah.
It's not
See, that's my
ended
problem
yet.
with this list.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
You gotta wait till the show's done.
Yeah, right,
The show
right.
could turn to a big turd, like, you know, at
You
the
gotta.
end
You've
point.
also got to give it some time after it's finished too, so that like people can like
process it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read the Man Me List reviews when there's only like 2 episodes out. They're like, I'm gonna review the whole show now. I'm just gonna
I love the My Anime List reviews of people who dropped the show,
Yeah.
and they're just like, I watched the 2.5 episodes of this, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. 10 out of 10. It's like, all right.